This is to the media, to your twisted, immoral society, and your communist government. We hate you all, and we are ready for war. We will always speak up and expose the corruption, the authoritarianism, the tyranny, and the hate.
Truth dispels lies, as light dispels darkness.
From an undisclosed location, deep in an occupied zone, you are listening to Covert Radio.
How you guys doing? This is Covert Radio. And this is fearlessly unapologetic talk radio. I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. I started actually working on another one, and I did want to mention this, but I also don't want the new video to be like 2 hours long, so I figured I would make a quick video about this, and I want to show you guys something, and that way I don't have to include it in the big video that I'm probably going to hopefully do for tomorrow. Also, I want to bring back the Sunday show, so at the very bare minimum, you guys can guarantee on at least, an hour-long information-packed, brutally honest show on Sundays. If you look on Covert Radio on YouTube, there's a video aptly named The Sunday Show, but it was through a lot of different Sundays, and those videos are some of the best videos on Covert Radio. I'm saying with the older stuff. The newer stuff, all of it's great, but the Sunday shows, if you ever want to listen to old school Covert Radio, go to the channel and look for everything that's titled, The Sunday Show. And they're just, every one of them are information-packed shows. And, I apologize too. I can't hear it. I hear something. I can't tell what it is though. Okay, that's a street sweeper, but it's so hot, man. So hot. I can't stand summer anymore, and I do have a fan blowing, so if you hear that, I apologize, but again, this ain't going to be long, and I didn't want to include it in the other videos, or the next video, I should say. I have so much information for you guys, but I want to just show you something here. And I know for the majority of Covert Radio listeners, you may already be like, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, what's 2 plus 2, but for newer listeners, or maybe somebody who want to, I'm not teaching you anything per se. I guess it would be a quick lesson. And the only reason I'm really doing this is because I feel sorry for people who don't understand the basic premises behind somebody's motives, and somebody being either a person or a company or, whatever. It kind of irks me that people don't get it. They don't see it. But there's an old saying that says, this is for the people who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. I want to show you how to see through the facade. I want to show you a quick lesson, give you a quick lesson on looking deeper. And, you do this enough, you will automatically do it from here on out. And that's what I care about. That's what I care about. Because if people don't start understanding this level of manipulation, then we're just going to continuously be flushed down the toilet. until it is way too late for anybody to do anything about it. And disarmament is the major factor in that. And they are trying every day. That is going to be a big part of the next video. I cannot wait. I just can't wait to do it. I have so much information for you guys. And but like I said, I didn't want to make this part of that. It just would make it too long, and it's not really part of everything else I want to talk about in the next video. Take a look at the screen. This is the New York Post. Sheetz pumps gas for $1.77 and 0.6 of a cent. So 1776. 1776 was the Declaration of Independence. That's why we celebrate the 4th of July. Our independence from Britain. 1776. So Sheetz, which is a pretty big gas company, it's a privately owned oil and gas convenience store, fast food type gas station. They have their own tanker trucks and everything, but the family still own it. I mean, it's like the CEO's a Sheetz, and the chairman is one of the Sheetz. The vice chairman is a Sheetz. And this is a massive corporation. I mean, they're in Maryland, Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, I think Michigan. They're all around. I don't know if they're in your neck of the woods, but they're a big company. They have an upward trajectory with revenue, and they're in the billions. I mean, literal billions of dollars. So what they did yesterday is they sold gas for $17.76, $1.77 a gallon. So we're going to go down and just read a little bit of this. Convenience store chain Sheetz is offering customers a patriotic discount at the gas pump for the 4th of July. The Pennsylvania-based company is selling gas for $1.77 per gallon, and it's at its more than 600 stores on Tuesday. And it's approximately a 50% markdown from the national average, which the national average today has of what? It's the 5th or the 6th. No, it's the 5th still. It's around $3.50, $3.50 a gallon. It's somewhere around in there. So the promotion applies all day for regular E85 flex fuel, unleaded, and mid-grade and premium fuel grades, according to a release. We hope this discount helps our customers keep a little more change in their wallets as they travel to celebrate the 4th of July with friends and family. With an obvious nod to our nation's birthday, CEO Travis Sheetz said in a statement. Okay. Sheetz has stores in its home state of Pennsylvania, as well as Maryland, Ohio, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. The chain has a history of holiday-themed gas promotions, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, you can get gas at Sheetz today and it said all day, which is bullshit. Okay. It's bullshit. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. And we're going to look deeper. We're going to look into the facade of this and all the bullshit and all the feel good, mickety muck, whatever you want to call it, from a corporation who don't give a fuck about you or me. They don't care. Corporations are soulless, godless, heartless entities. They don't care. They don't care. The Sheetz definitely don't care. And it's just a method of manipulation that far exceeds the normal means. Nobody is giving you anything. Nobody's giving you anything. Oh, Covert Radio, you don't know how to talk. Hey, the actual proper grammar, what you want to say, nobody, or let's see here, no one is giving you a thing. Let's try this. No one is giving you anything. Not one person is giving you a thing. Okay, there. I'll say it 10 more ways. Nobody is giving you anything. Nothing is free. This has nothing to do with you and I, the fat slob American normies. Okay, it has nothing to do with us. Sheetz is known for high fuel. They always have been. So that's number one. Compared to other gas stations around, they are well known for having their prices several cents higher. You know, there's a couple places around here, and I don't know about where you guys live, that have fuel perks, and you shop at this store, and then you get a discount at the pumps at this gas station, blah, 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 blah. So not only do they compete with that, but, you know, they also have they have a very big foot in the door of the gasoline industry and the kerosene industry. So, I mean, but they're definitely known for their high fuel sales. And they sell a bunch of other things. We're going to go over a few things here. I wanted to show you this too. This is another article. Hundreds line up for hours in Joppa for $17.76, $1.77 or 78 gas on Independence Day. Let's just watch this little clip here.
1776 may be the last time you saw gas this cheap, but people are flocking to the Sheetz in Joppa saying it's well worth the wait.
This is my second car that I came and filled up for my mom. Yeah, if you go the back way, you can get in under 10 minutes like I just did.
Sheetz selling regular gas for $1.77 in celebration of America gaining independence in 1776.
And usually I fill up my BMW for like 50, so I filled it up for 14, and then I just filled up my mom's for, she only needed 6 gallons. She keeps hers full, but she only needed 11.
Travis Sheetz, president and CEO of Sheetz, says, quote, "We hope this discount helps our customers keep a little more change in their wallets as they travel to celebrate the 4th of July with friends and family, with an obvious nod to our nation's birthday."
That's her in front of me. I'm getting that. My jet ski's in my truck. It takes me about $320. I did the estimate. It's going to cost me about $120 to fill everything. So I think that's pretty good.
About 65.
How much do you think it'll cost you today?
Hopefully like 35 to 40.
Gas prices already lower this year. AAA says the national average for gas on July 4th was $4.80 last year, compared to $3.50 to $3.60 this year. So is this worth it?
It better be.
The line, that is. Hundreds of cars lined Pulaski Highway, a state trooper trying his best to keep order, some waiting hours.
About almost 2 hours.
Others saying no way.
I come flying over here, and look at this. I can't do this line today.
Nah, y'all see that line?
There's no point of waiting an hour just to basically get $10 off. Like, might as well just pay the $60.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Hold on. Go ahead.
What's the difference?
According to AAA, 4th of July travel expected to set a record for Americans traveling by car, with more than 43 million people hitting the road.
All right, you get it. But I want to see something. Let me rewind this. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Does this hold up to Covert Radio's theory about police? Let's see.
Who's just a little guy? Oh, I can barely see over your big old little mid-sized SUV with normal-sized Honda tires on it. And I'm about a $1.10 soaking wet. This belt is killing my back. Is that a woman?
Trying his...
No, that's a guy. Jesus.
Best.
Whose ass are you kicking, dude? Nobody's, okay? No one. Anyway, you get it. You see the lines for hours, the people, I'm feeling this and this and this and this and this and that. Who said they care? Okay, so let me tell you the reality of this bullshit, okay? The prices went into effect at 12:01 midnight. At 12:01, the 4th of July, midnight, the prices went into effect. This did not include diesel. This did not include like ethanol or E85 or E15. This was strictly 87 octane, 89, and 93 octane. Here's what no news coverage said this at all. Sheets didn't say this. The news release didn't say this. Until supplies last. Okay? So, my best guesstimation based on everybody I know that fell for this bullshit, even people that were getting up at 2, 3 in the morning to go and pump fucking 10 gallons worth or 15 gallons worth of gas. Okay, come on. My daughter went at like 4 a.m. And she texted me and she was like, if you're going to Sheets today, when she told me which one, she was like, they're already at, they're already 80% has been used. Somehow she got that information from somebody on the inside of the store, because they're open 24/7. This is what an average sheet looks like on the inside. And they're made to order. They have all these kiosks. You can order subs and, fried food and pizza and nachos, taco. Anything you can get at pretty much 10 different fast food stores. It's made to order at Sheets. They have gourmet coffee. They have like these slushy big frozen. It's literally a s'more. It's like a buffet when you go in there. And there's alcohol. They sell tobacco. They sell everything. Okay, that's what the average Sheets looks like inside. Cappuccino and espresso and like real everything. They're I wouldn't say they're high end, but at the same time, I guess they're high end considering it's a convenience store. But I guess when she walked in or did whatever, went in to get food more than likely, because see, that's the other part of this. They told her, they're like, oh yeah, in 4 hours, we only had 80% of the allocated gas is gone. So based on that and everything that, I've read and seen or people have told me, I'm guessing that they allocated a whopping 1,000 gallons of gasoline per octane for this little scheme, okay? This is how you read between the lines. This is how you go deeper. 1,000 gallons. Each car is going to maybe hold 10, 15 if you're on empty. If you have bigger trucks or whatever, you might get up into 20, 22 gallons or whatever. But, 1,000 gallons of gasoline per grade. So, we're talking a decent amount of gas. But it could have been 1,000 total, 333, 333, 333. But I'm just guesstimating around 1,000 gallons is what they've allocated. And again, they're already known for their high fuel cells. So it's not like they're not making money faster than they can count it. They get all of the revenue from the MTOs, the made-to-order stuff, and, the alcohol probably pays for the vast majority of healthcare and employee cost, because alcohol is all profit. They have a massive presence in the states that they're in. And not including tobacco. They are a leader. Cigarettes at state minimum prices. They even at one point, they had their own brand of cigarettes. It was called Jack's. And it was literally like smoking razor blades. This is when I used to smoke. And I remember, and they were so cheap. It was their own brand. And they were, oh God, they were so nasty, man. Guaranteed sore throat, guaranteed maybe possibly chest infection if you smoke them for too long. So let's get into this quickly. Again, I don't want to make this long, but I just want to show you how to look in between the lines and see what this is actually about, okay? on average, for many, many, many years, brick and mortar companies, okay, they're spending between 2 to 5% of their annual revenue. They spend 2 to 5% in advertising. So whatever they're making a year, they take 5% out of that. They reinvest that. Media, advertising, whatever. Door hangers, T-shirts, whatever they're into, okay? It was like that for many, many, many years. It was only 2 to 5%. Fast forward, pandemic, lockdowns, the decaying infrastructure of malls and strip malls, and the death of the mom and pop stores and of retail now altogether. It's all dying. It's all on life support, and there's plugs being pulled every day. There's new malls going down every day, and I predicted this years ago on Covert Radio, and I saw it for my own eyes in December of 2022, and I also covered that here on Covert Radio. So here's what happened. Over the last several years, this number has gone up around 10%. It's as high as 18% for some companies. So on an average, you're looking at the days of 2 to 5% are long gone. Now companies are spending anywhere from 10 to 18% reinvesting from their revenue into media and advertising. Average is 10% to 13%. Only certain companies are spending the big money, 18% of their total. That's a lot of money. Because, I mean, we're talking multi-billion-dollar corporations. Recently, there was a Gartner study, and I'm big on these studies. I've talked a lot about them over the years, but they surmise that it's roughly around 12% of the annual revenue that the large companies, the large businesses are spending. And the bigger they go, the more the percentages they go up. So, you know, if you're a little bit bigger, you're going to spend about 13%. If you're a little smaller, you're going to spend about 10%. So we'll say 10 to 12, maybe 13% of your total revenue, annual total revenue on marketing, advertising, okay? And I guarantee you Alphabet, Google gets a big chunk of that. But, you know, there's so many other sites to advertise on, and, you know, social media sites and influencers. I mean, there's so much money being dropped online anymore that's the only space now. That's the new frontier. Just to give you a comparison, like Ford Motor Companies recently reinvested into their media and advertising $2.45 billion with a B, $2.5 billion in 2022 for advertising. Verizon, $2.64 billion. Amazon, over $3 billion worldwide for their yearly advertising revenue. Okay? Stay with me. This is how you read between the lines from the I've been sitting here for 2 hours. And then you have, hey, you just come around the back end with my BMW. And I brought my mommy's car. She only needed 6 gallons. This is how you do not become one of them, okay? This is how you do not become one of them. Just look at what's happening. Look at what's happening, okay? What did that news story say? 600 stores. We're going to keep the numbers very simple. They have a 600 and some stores. We'll just say it's 600 because maybe 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 are closed somewhere. I don't know. So we'll say Sheetz did this through 5 or 6, 7 different states at 600 stores. They allocated around 1,000 gallons to be sold at $1.78. While the national average is only around $3. So if you want to configure what Sheetz having their own tanker trucks, let's just say that, you know, if they're selling gas on a national average $3 to $3.50 a gallon, there's obviously they got to make a profit per gallon. So let's just say that at Sheetz' cost, it's $2.87 or $2.78, we'll say. Their cost out of their tanker truck into the ground tanks, which those ground tanks hold 30 to 40,000 gallons of gasoline. And however many tanks are in the ground, each grade is allocated 20,000 gallons. Every gas station has around 40,000 gallons in the ground at all times. Sheetz owns their own tankers. They're big into the petrol, industry. Let's just say at their cost, it's $2.78 a gallon, and they sell it at their stores anywhere from $3 to $3.50, depending on which. That's a 20-cent profit margin per gallon, on a normal day. Then they came up with this scheme here to sell it for $1.78, basically. So instead of the normal cost that they have of $2.78, they're going to sell it for $1.78. So they're basically losing around $1, give or take a few cents. Every gallon, they're losing around $1 for this scheme. But let me ask you this. What did I say was the average investment into advertising and media for companies today? It's around 10%, okay? Sheetz recent fiscal year is around $8 billion. And they're on a straight trajectory up. 2021, they tapped out at $7.2 billion. 2022, they're closer to $8 billion in revenue. $8 billion, okay? So let's see here. $8 billion, what's 10% of that? Anybody? Okay, so $800 million. $800 million. $800 million is 10% of $8 billion. So on an average, a national average, that's roughly what Sheetz is investing into their advertising, their media, their campaigns, and everything else. $800 million. So they allocated 1,000 gallons per store. Okay? There's 600 stores. You following me now? There's 600 stores at 1,000 gallons allocation per store for this scam is what? 600,000 gallons of gasoline. 600,000 gallons. That cost them a loss. I mean, again, give or take a few cents, it cost them a loss of $1. Because like I said, their normal cost price is around $2.78. They sell it for $3 to $3.50 depending on what state. For this scheme, for 1,000 gallons, they sold 1,000 gallons at $1.78. So they lost a gallon, or they lost $1 over 600,000 gallons of gas. So they essentially lost, quotations, lost potentially $600,000 in one day. Or you could say it like this. They did not profit an additional $600,000 in that day. But you're not including, let's not forget, the MTO, the made-to-order foods that are packed every day from 10:30, literally in the morning, 5 a.m. till 7 a.m. packed, and then a little break. 11 till 2 packed with lunch. Like, they make money all day long. Just the MTO stuff. Okay? The prepared foods, the coffee, the fuel, the beer, the wine, the lottery, they make money from that. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit in line for 2 hours, and by the time you get to the pump, it's all sold out. Oh, we said while supplies last. And then what? You're not going to get gas? Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. Here's what I want you to look at. How much do you think this level of media and free advertisement would cost them? Let's see here. I put in, this is Google, Sheets, $1.776 gas. NACS, WNEP, CNN, WBAL, CBS, WRC, WVGA, WPXI, on and on, Fox Business. 13,000 results and nothing but pages and pages and pages and pages. Cleveland, Penn Live, Pittsburgh Tribune Review, WDTV, Canton, this, all Sheets. Look, Sheets. And then you get the CEO, we just want to put a little change in your pocket. Sheets, more. It's all 13,000 hits just off this little scheme alone. How much would that cost them to run an ad on WENY, to put an ad on WTAE, to put an ad on CBS, on Fox News? How much would that cost? It's untold. It's untold. But I can guarantee you this. It's way more expensive than $600,000. You understand? You see how easily people get duped into thinking that these soulless, lifeless corporations or these greedy, unrelating CEOs who were born with triple gold dipped, solid silver, like platinum, palladium spoons in their mouths. Like, do you really? They despise you. They despise you. You're the unwashed masses. They make fun of Americans. Look at Anheuser-Busch. They're still, in the light of losing $28 billion market cap, they're still making fun of Americans. Look at, after all the Dylan Mulvaney shit, now there's the newest commercials are still making fun of fat white Americans. You're too stupid to open the cooler. You're too stupid to tap a keg. You're too stupid not to walk on the hot concrete without shoes on. They fucking hate you, and they hate America. I fought for this country, boy. What you talking about, boy? I fought for this country. Ain't never need no government hold my hand. Shoot, 'cause my family always fought. We died for this country. Sheets love America. Next, they're going to sell Trump hats in there. I guarantee you they're going to sell Trump hats in there. Trump would do the same thing, boy. If Trump had a gas station, he'd sell gas $1.77.6 24 years in a row, boy. They hate you. They despise you. You're an idiot. And this is how you go deeper. This is how you read between the lines and you really understand what this bullshit and placation is about. It's manipulation. Nah. Get yourself together. You go regroup. And y'all come back next time on Covert Radio. This is fearlessly unapologetic talk radio. You guys take care. Have a good day.
is to the media, to your twisted, immoral society, and your communist government. We hate you all, and we are ready for war. We will always speak up and expose the corruption, the authoritarianism, the tyranny, and the hate.
Truth dispels lies as light dispels darkness.
From an undisclosed location, deep in an occupied zone, you are listening to Covert Radio.